Hoopla is when kids say, whoa. It's excitement that comes from something that's kind of crazy. I'm Roger Timer. I'm a children's pastor. I get to do something very important. Help kids meet their best friend ever, and that's Jesus. And this machine, the We Prize Friends machine, will help kids do just that. Its first purpose is to help encourage kids to bring their friends so that their friends can meet their best friend, Jesus. And secondly, it helps kids get excited about missions. And then finally, it can be used to teach all different types of biblical truths. It's just a tool. It creates Hoopla, but when you use Hoopla for something that's really important, well, that's not crazy. That's just having a fun time experiencing Jesus. Let me show you how it works.
The first purpose is to encourage kids to bring their friends. This option uses ping pong balls. When guests arrive, their name is written on a gold ping pong ball because guests are golden. When someone brings a guest, their name is written on a blue ping pong ball because blue is for bringers. White ones are left blank and remind everyone of the guests that we're going to bring next week. All are loaded to make a full cartridge. The poof cannon is then adapted to a soft toss setting called the ping-ponger pitcher. Some of the bringers are given hula nets and asked to catch as many balls as possible when they are pitched into the audience. This is simply for the sake of having fun, creating hoopla. Then all the balls are emptied into a common net. While it's happening, this is what the kids say.
Jesus gave his life for his friends. And because Jesus prizes friends, what do we do? We prize friends.
This is worth rewarding. Another way we recognize guests and bringers is to use the crepe paper flamethrower. A spool of crepe paper is unrolled a bit, and along the way names of bringers and guests are written. Then, when the guests and bringers are introduced, the audience is sprayed with the crepe paper. When kids in the audience find a name written, they tear that section, wad it, and toss that name back into the gathering net up front. Then one name will be pulled out for a supersized prize. Another attachment is a TP terminator. This can be used to talk about friends. One of the bringers can come forward, or even a brave guest. Better yet, a guest and a bringer. They can be wrapped together in the covering of God's love. It's explained this way. Lazarus was wrapped with all the strips of white cloth, just like this, when he died. But his friend Jesus raised him from the dead. And now, when we see someone get all wrapped up and unwrapped, we're reminded of what a wonderful friend Jesus is. Of course, all guests and bringers are recognized and are invited to the prize room after the hour. In all of these, check to make sure that the message comes through. Because Jesus prizes friends, so do we. We prize friends. One more option. From week to week, collect the blue ping pong balls, which are the names of all the bringers. Then, every 3 months, give away a really big prize. The prize could be a scooter, a skateboard, who knows, maybe even a bike. Just remember this. The true motive should not be lost in the enthusiasm to win a prize. Talk to your kids regularly to make sure of this, that we prize friends because Jesus prizes friends.
Another use for Hoopla is the mission challenge. Maybe the challenge is to bring 100 canned goods or 1,000 canned goods or $2,000 to help build an orphanage. Whatever that mission challenge is, if the kids complete it, well, they get to do something kind of crazy to the person up front, to the pastor, if you will. Maybe it's pour swamp goo on me, if that's part of our theme. Every day they teased me, but when they did, I got them back. And then, if you can imagine, of course, being in character, I would take my snake eggs and shoot them all throughout the group, letting kids use the imagination of just kind of a wild and crazy challenge going on. And when you do this, please be sure to never aim directly at any person. It always must be aimed up high and into the ceiling, because it really comes out hard. Let's take a look. There's another way you can use the Ponginator. Certain ping pong balls can be marked, and the child who picks those ping pong balls up off the ground is the child who gets to come forward for the interaction.
This machine can be used for the teaching of biblical truths. The crepe paper flamethrower involves all the kids, but the different colors help tell the story of salvation.
What do you think that red is going to remind us of?
The blood of Christ.
The Bible verse of the day can be written on the TP Terminator and sprayed into the audience. Then when it is found, a child can come forward to read it.
Resurrection and the light.
Hoopla. It's fun, it's exciting, but more important, it's a tool that you can use to teach your kids to prize their friends and introduce their friends to Jesus. It's a tool that you can use to create excitement around missions and excitement around learning biblical truth.
So it reminds me of heaven. Everyone say heaven. Are you going to be there? Yeah!